the first agenda, we can open this seminar with basmalah. Maybe Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay. The second one, we can hear the National Anthem Indonesia Raya. Please hear. Thank you. By the Dean of the Faculty of Mathematics and Natural Science, Universitas Negeri Surabaya, and here represented yours, Prof.
Okay, thank you, Pak Efu. Am I audible?
Yes,
Yes,
Prof.
Prof. Okay. Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat pagi. Salam sejahtera untuk kita semua. Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, salam kebajikan. The Honorable keynote speakers today, Associate Professor Dr. Hud Kemri, the Dean of the Faculty of Mathematics and Natural Sciences, Professor Dr. Wasis MSE, the Vice Dean, the Head Study Program of the Mathematics Education Doctoral Program, the lecturers of Doctoral Program on Mathematics Education, doctoral student of Mathematics Education, and all the participants. It is a pleasure to welcome you all to this seminar on the doctoral program of Mathematics Education at Unesa today. And today's seminar will explore a vital topic, and we know that this topic is very viral today. How the technology can enhance mathematics education and open a new avenue for research. So nowadays, we know that many research on education will relate to the technology. So this is a good occasion to engage the learning experience and foster collaboration. And from this today keynote speaker. We hope that all the participants can learn about the new research probably in this area, how to intersect the technology and math education. So I encourage all the participants to share your insight and experience as we collectively here aim to advance our understanding and practice in this essential field. FMIPA Unesa is really appreciate this activity and the progress of our doctoral student who have many international activities. As I know, several of our students nowadays is in Malaysia, if I'm not mistaken, Professor. Yeah, because I know from their status, they said their photograph they are now in near the Petronas. Okay, yeah. The Dean of the Faculty of Mathematics and Natural Sciences cannot join this seminar because we have several agendas today until tomorrow. And thank you so much for being here, and we look forward to the inspiring and productive seminar. Atas izin Bapak Ibu semuanya, seminar yang diselenggarakan oleh program S3 Pendidikan Matematika kami nyatakan dibuka. Terima kasih. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Prof. Ros, for your welcoming speech and opening these sections. Okay, next sections, we can hear from the native speaker, and no, from the keynote speaker, that material will give us insight. So here I'm as a moderator also. So Prof. Uh, Dr. Hood Camry. So how do you do, Dr. Hood Camry? These sections, as people said, Dr. Hood Camry or what? Dr. Hood. Okay, thank you for Dr. Hood.
Yeah.
Okay, for these sections, we give you around an hour to give material about.
Alhamdulillah, today, yeah, you can see it, but still in online, yeah. Okay, so also for all the participants today, so and also moderator. So for the first, my I share my screen first, yeah. So let's introduce to the topics today. All right. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Here. So today sharing session from me for all the participants today, because of this came from of my skill this project will be going to improve with that something new to solve the mathematics issues. So this title is development of my OTG, the views of experts, lecturers, and students. So this is the my project research is really starting on 2021. So until now, this project to be still improved with a new upgrade with the app. All right. So this is the sharing session for all the participants, especially for PhD or master students. So when we conduct a research, that means that for the focus on development process. So then let me start with that. What's the background and what's the needs of the project or the development of the project? Okay, let's start with the background first. Okay, so when we try to develop that something new from us to the other people, especially for us as a lecturers or as a teachers, so we want to solve that the mathematics area, especially us in mathematics field, field of study. So means that we need to know that background first. What the current in our environment, what the current the issues, because of based on that situation, we come up with that something we can say that solution or something that can be improved or something can be contribute to the other people, especially for teachers and also students, right? So now we looking for the current situation, all right? In our field, for example, in this study background, I'm looking for that reasoning skill in mathematics. So we are looking now, especially in mathematics, we also focus on reasoning or problem solving or mathematics literacy, all the other aspects. Then now we in Ministry of Education to come up with that to improve with this, Okay, then based on that, I and my team try to find it some of the something can be contribute, So now, what the thing that others can be looking on our surrounded, our environment. So for example, now currently with that, the reasoning skill, with that the problem solving or higher order thinking or literacy, numeracy, there's something that we can see that our environment now we so much technology to the produce that can be implemented in classroom. So now, especially, we also have the issue current issues and also current technologies like AI use. So means that something that technology it cannot be only be looking on that bad things, the weakness, but let we go for the advantage of the technology, right? So also in my study background, I'm focused. I'm looking for that technology in the current they produce and to try to implement that. For example, we have so many software, mathematics software. Then, for example, from Geometry Sketchpad, for GeoGebra, for Tinkerplot, and others. Try to find something what the advantage of this technology that can be implemented to our classroom and solve the problem. The thing that the mathematics background that can be looking at, and also now actually still IR 4.0 ongoing on. So especially with some of countries in Asia, including Malaysia, Indonesia, that I know that some of the country already planning going to 5.0, right? So, but still that we looking at that this is our country ready for that IR 4.0. So then is it everything that process, everything already included in IR 4.0 is going on or implemented or not? So then we're looking on that also. Then let me go through the problem statement, right? Okay, first, when we try to develop the something, the kits or apps or something related, so we need to looking for the problem first. Okay, it's not problem. It look like we created the problem based on our own idea, but we are looking the problem is from our views. It's the fact issues, right? So it's not like based on our own interest, but we are focused on what the student needs, what the teachers need, or what the lecturers need. So it's not of what I want. It's not like that, right? So we are looking for a target. Okay. So now most of lecturers, our teachers, are using like a conventional method. That is from the views and also from the literature review process. We get it, right? So then, based on that, conventional is not only like a talk and talk, right? It can be like the currently we only focus using LCD, yeah, slide, yeah. So we're looking for our like a normal like a whiteboard, yeah. It can be said as a conventional because of currently that technology on that aspect I had mentioned, it seems like on the conventional, like regularly teachers or lecturer use it in the classroom. But something like we can set that to be improved, then let we go for do something using the current technology, for example, or current method, for example, that can be improve our teaching approach or teaching method. Okay, so then we found that some of teachers or lecturers still use the conventional. That's one thing that can be one of issues in this, why this development to be conducted, right? And then a student to memorize without real understanding, this part of the other issues, right? So when we conduct the study, for sure that problem statement should be strong. So the other issues is the student memorize without a real understanding. Means that when the classroom, in the classroom process, the student only like they are accept, you know, they are just they accept for some of the information from the teachers or from the lecturers, but without understanding the concept in the real life, especially mathematics. Anywhere, everywhere we have the mathematics aspect. But sometimes the student, they understood that mathematics is only something that can say, oh, this is a formula. It's about formula. It's about the numbers. So, but they are forgot, like they are in daily life, they have mathematics aspect there. So there's something like when we ask about, okay, what the example of, for example, proportional logic and real life, for example, then they cannot uh, relate the formula with the real situation. That's the issue. Again, and the others found that the problem is students do not appreciate the topic of proportional logic. Tadi I give example proportional logic because of based on the views, based on the result of the achievement test of the student in pre-university level. So we found that the proportional logic is one of the topic that thinks that the lowest mark from the student, yeah, the lowest score. So they think that why this happened, that's why we come up with this issue first, to find it and to try to solve it, right? So this proportional logic issue, we get it from the achievement test of the students. And also, we got it from the others literature review to, with the same issues to come up with that student with the less performance or the less achievement with the proportional logic topic. Okay, let's continue with the next issue. Yeah. So most of the current software or apps provide student solution or answer in triggering students to. So this thing that, yeah, we're looking at some of the apps, yeah, some of the software. Sometimes the creator, they created, they develop the software, they create the apps to help actually the apps for the some of the teaching and learning process. But then looking at, is it the implementation is we be going with that real the ethic situation, like for example, so currently using AI, for example, is it the student or teachers using as with the ethics? For example, is it cheating for that to find the final answers only? Or maybe that the teachers can use the AI to help them to provide some of documents, some of the material to teach the students, or the other things that can be happen. But let's go for the direct, for like something we said that looking for the advantage, don't looking about the weakness, okay? But go through also with that something ethical aspect, okay? So the current survey actually some of the students they use, but they didn't any try to improve themselves, try to explore themselves to use it because of they are focused on what the teachers give to them, then just repeat without any try to explore about the technology, the advantage of the technology. Right. Then also the student lacking the engagement in online and or offline teaching and learning. So yeah, the current situation, for example, if let's say we have the online teaching and learning process, so some of the students don't want to more involve or engagement, they are like just switch off the camera, yeah, when we ask something, do you have any question? Sometimes just quiet, yeah. And also we ask about some do exercise about the topics that we give to them, but there is no response sometimes. So that's why we looking on that these issues. Then let we go come up with that. Okay, let me go for find something or create something or develop something new from the student or also the teachers, then they can be more engaged, they can be more active and interactive in the classroom process. So that's why with some of the issues problem statement, we come out with our objective or to create or to develop um, uh, something apps or technology to improve our teaching process and also for learning process. Okay, let's go for our research objective. Yeah. So when we start already with our problem statement and we come up with our research objective. Yeah, for sure that this is suggestion for all the participants. If let's say you have the problem statement, make sure that all the problem statement is to be the current situation. Suggest to you is to be involved with the 5 years back. Yeah, 5 years back issues. So don't use the issues is so I mean like 10 more than 10 years again. So for sure that when we come up with the problem, it means that the current issue, it means that it is that happen today, then we solve that one. Yeah. So then come out with our research objective. Okay. So the for research objective for this project is for development. So I have in this study have a two research objective to develop my OTG with the purpose of enhancing mathematical reasoning efficiency among pre-university students. And the second one to investigate the effectiveness of my OTG enhancing mathematical reasoning competency among pre-university students. Okay, these two objectives, first try to develop and the second one to implement it to looking at that effectiveness. Okay, and when you have done with your research objective, let me go through for our conceptual framework. Okay, when we do for development study, so for sure that you need to follow the model of development or the approach development. Okay, to show that what the approach or model we use on our study. Yeah. So for example, today I'm sharing with you, I'm using for DDR, yeah, DDR approach to develop the my OTG. So what is the DDR? DDR they have the three phases. So first is a need analysis. Yeah, the second one is design and development, and the third one is evaluation. So based on the basis of the DDR, so they have the sum of the processes we need to conduct, we need to go with it. So for example, in the process of need analysis, we have identified the problem and identify the user. So this is the pattern, the app, or for example, now develop a my OTG. So means that it's not because of I want to develop because of my creativity, because of my idea only. Without we refer to what the student needs, what the teachers need. So meaning that identify first what there are issues and who users is defined or only because of I want as a researcher want to conduct. It cannot be like that. Like looking for who's the user, what they are needs, what their problems. Right? So the thing that the first we need to do when develop the my OTG or we develop something new to improve the technology, right? Okay, the second one is design and development. So in the part of design and development that we have content analysis, teaching objective, teaching strategy, design, my OTG development and instrument. This is the part of design and development we need to provide or stand by with the to come up with a sum of information. So for example, design and development, we starting with the content analysis. We refer to what in the part of the development and the technology we try to or the mathematical reasoning? Is it about the problem solving or the other topic? Then what the focus we want to highlight that when this innovation we try to develop, yeah, and also looking at that teaching objective. So when we create the innovation product, for sure that you know what the objective, yeah, what the purpose, yeah. Try to increase the student creativity, for example. Try to increase the student problem solving. So that need to focus on that and then refer to the topics mathematics we want to use this technology or this innovation. And teaching strategy, yeah. Teaching strategy, when we develop this innovation product, you need to refer what the teaching strategy will be used on that. Because of that one, we said that teaching strategy is so many, yeah. Then we need to choose it because of when they implement this innovation product, we already know what the teaching strategy is will be used to implement this innovation product. And the next is design. Design, you need to design for sure that the design is to be interested with the students or the users because the design it can interested when they want to use that innovation product. So for sure that the design also need to refer to the expert, yeah. Then get their feedback, then we modify. Yeah. And my OTG development. This is the process of development. When after this, I will explain to you what is my OTG. But now I'm focused to introduce to all the participants about the my OTG first. Then we with the aspect of design and development. Continue with my OTG development. And this one, the starting that using GeoGebra, yeah. Microsoft using Sway, yeah, Microsoft Teams, Smartboard, then everything. Because we combine them together, then we already made it, created because of some of the issues highlighted before. All right, then continue with the instrument. When we conduct this development innovation, so we need some of the instrument to measure our variable and to measure our innovation product. Yeah. So for example, the instrument it can be instrument about the expert, student, teachers, views about the innovation product we create, or maybe the instrument about to measure the variable. For example, mathematical reasoning, that we have the instrument to measure mathematical reasoning. Prepare the instrument, right? In this process part, yeah, some of I highlighted about the instrument also included in part of method. So because of when we want to validate the innovation product, when we want to validate the instrument, we need to involve some of experts. Yeah, some of experts. Okay. Of the third person. So in this, when we already have our own product, we have already our own innovation, so we need to implement looking at effectiveness. You have to looking at the effectiveness of the innovation product that we have, which is this one. This study is my OTG. So in the evaluation process, in my experience to conduct this study, I'm using quasi-experimental design. So we have the one group for students who are learning using my OTG, and the other group is using conventional method. So I want to compare with this, then looking at the effectiveness of my OTG, it can be increased the mathematical reasoning or not. Then looking on that, then we try to compare and then looking which one is more so this is part of evaluation phase. So this is the conceptual framework. Then we need that when we develop the conceptual framework in our study, for sure that conceptual framework is show what we did or what we want to do on our study. That's why there's something that we can say that based on the conceptual framework, readers can be know what in this study is really going on or what is this study already done. So just looking on that conceptual framework. Okay. Okay. If you're done with this, that continue for methodology. Okay. In part of methodology, seen in this study, I'm using DDR approach. We have the others model development actually. So it can be using cell mass and cell mass. It can be using did and carry. Yeah. It can be using the others model. It depends of the researcher if you want to conduct a study with the title of development. Okay. So now we go for the part of the need analysis when of the process of DDR. Yeah, phase one need analysis. On this study, need analysis involves lecturers and also students. Yes, I know I mentioned that if let's say we want to develop innovation product, for sure that we know what the issues, what the user needs, yeah, what they are requested, yeah. Let's go for the interview first. In this study, I'm using in the phase analysis, my experience, I'm using qualitative study that I continue with that interview, 5 of lecturers and also 5 of students. This study conducted, each of them is 5 lecturers and also 5 students. Okay, and the next phase is design and development. So this is our design and development of my OTG itself. Okay. Current, I share with you the experience when before I developed my OTG. My OTG is stand for my online teaching with GeoGebra. Yeah, my improve with my online and offline teaching with GeoGebra. For the first situation is we are decided to choose GeoGebra actually. The software that can be improved. Then we try to implement that as some of the topics in mathematics. But why we choose GeoGebra compared to other technology, we are looking on that GeoGebra, they have so many example. GeoGebra, it can be used for algebra, calculus, trigonometry, yeah, and also some of the topic in mathematics. Who sometimes we compare to the other software, for example, Sketchpad, because it can be used also in trigonometry, can be used also in statistics, yeah, topic. It can be used also for algebra. geometry activity. That's the thing that we found that. That's why we choose the GeoGebra as the main of the software, try to improve and modify how we implemented in the classroom. So let me go first. Let's introduce the what is a my OTG, right? Okay, so for the first is my OTG combine the sum of the digits. We have GeoGebra, OneNote, Sway, Microsoft Teams, and Smartboard. So this is that combine them together to present it. The GeoGebra that we already did, and for sure that the targeted is to improve the student mathematical reasoning, since we already highlighted in beginning in problem statement. So to combine them, then let me see the result after we discuss it, after we with the sub. This is the template of my OTG from the beginning first. Yeah.
Pardon, Dr. Hood.
Yes.
Your slide is not running.
Not running.
Yeah, still my OT. Yeah.
Still my OTG. Now currently moving on now.
Still phase 2 design and development phase.
Oh, design and development phase. Okay.
Yeah.
Like I try to stop screen and let's go again. Yeah. Okay. Okay, can see it?
Yes.
We have the proportional logic, yeah?
Gone.
All right. So this is the my OTG template that we modified from the GeoGebra, yeah? And by conditional law. So this is the design we come up with after we communicate with some of experts. So for okay, this is for share with all the participants today. So this development process we in five mathematics and also aspect of that innovation and also expert in language. So we use this some of this expert to create this design and also create the content of mathematics and create about also to check about the language we use on this GeoGebra or my OTG. Yeah, so means that as one of developer or as a team of developer, maybe participant want to conduct development innovation soon, for sure that you not only communicate with your supervisor, okay, but you need to some of experts to validate, yeah, to give you some of the ideas about the innovation that you want to try to develop, okay. So means that requirement, if let's say when we develop the innovation product, so suggested to you, you need to involve 5 and above. Yeah, maybe some of researchers they use 3, but there's some of the 3 of experts sometimes we involve only for the instrument development. But for the process of development of innovation, yeah, or develop a product or something that based on your creativity, so at least, yeah, the requirement is 5 of experts to be involved with the different fields. Okay, but something that the different fields has to be related to your focus of your study. Okay, okay. So this is the design of the proportional logic with the Morgan's law. So how my OTG it can be running on there on this, yeah, using the GeoGebra. So for example, for P, for example, we're talking about the P situation with in real life, yeah, because that in the let I give you example first. So for example, Budi, right? When we enter this situation, then we can see that the formula with the P and Q, Budi is smart, and is Q. Q, we add the create of Q, Budi is hardworking, for example. Yeah, Budi is hardworking, and then enter, and then automatically come out. We set up this, with GeoGebra. So now we come up with a P and Q. Budi is smart and Budi is hardworking. This is the formula, and this is the example in the real life. And also we have P or Q, Budi is smart or Budi is hardworking. So that the student, it can be, they put it the understanding situation in the my OTG, then the my OTG help them to come up with the situation and the real life based on the formula of logic. So this is the the example for the positive situation. Let me go include with the negative one. So Budi is not smart. Yeah, he is not hardworking. Or maybe you can use the adjacent word. It can be related to negative aspect of hardworking. So then we come up with the negative one. So for example, negative P and Q, it is not true that Budi is smart and Budi is hardworking. And also we have the other negative P or Q. It is not true that Budi is smart or Budi is hardworking. So create the situation. The GeoGebra help the student to combine the situation given and relate with that form. So that means that the student can using tab, also can using laptop or computer. Then try it, learn everywhere. Yeah. So means that try to improve themselves, create that situation, and come up with the formula in mathematics formula and also with the real life situation. Not only to combine the situation, also we set up this my OTG with the areas of situation. So for example, so Budi is smart band, and also this one. Then for the second one, also we help the student to create the diagram plan to looking that situation given and with the formula. This is also one of the can help the student to learn more about the topic of proportional logic. Or not only in the class. Example, this is the example of the proportional logic with the De Morgan's law. So let me go for the others. Conditional law. Yeah, conditional law also same. We not need to change the situation still there. If you want to change, it can be also changed. For example, if P then Q, then we press here. If Budi is smart, then Budi is hardworking. So for example, P implies Q, Budi is smart implies Budi is hardworking. And also P only is Q, Budi is smart only if Budi is hardworking. So means that can be changed, yeah. But this my OTG, help the student to combine the situation given and then try to relate that formula. So this is the sum of example of the conditional law. Yeah. Okay, let me reset and also continue for the converse and inverse contrapositive. Yeah. So also same, yeah, with when we press tick on this, then we come up with that situation given, yeah, about the conditional, converse, inverse, contrapositive, also diagram plan for the each situation given and also for each formula given. So the student can be improved and can be explore themselves to using the MyOTG also with different situation based on their idea. Yeah, and also the last one with the biconditional law. Yeah, same. Yeah, the function of MyOTG same to create the mathematics topics and show the areas, diagram plan, so the situation given and related with that formula. This is the MyOTG. Okay. So when we this aspect, that means when we design our innovation product, for sure that first is come up our own idea, the prototype first, and then after that refer to the expert to get the some of the suggestions, some of the ideas, yeah, and then make it like our product is not only based on what we want on our innovation product, but also we can get some of the experts included also based on that our users soon. Yeah, for example, just now I explained about the lecturers or student or teachers. That because of in the beginning process, we start with the need analysis, right? So the combination, colors, the position, the language, the font, size, then we already refer to the expert to make sure that everything is relevant. It can be suitable for our user, right? Okay, let me go for next slide. Previous slide. Okay, let I share my screen back. Okay, this is about the MyOTG. Yeah, I already changed my screen, so hopefully all the participants can see it. This is the page 2, design and development phase. All right, thank you. Then we go for after we page 2 about the design and development phase, and then we go for the evaluation phase. What is about the evaluation phase in our study? So in this study, in my study, I conduct quasi-experimental design. It depends of the other researchers actually. It's not necessary when we do for evaluation first, we conduct experiment. But for me, I'm prepared to using experimental because of I want to looking on this my project or my innovation product we have the result to looking at the effectiveness. It's not only we try to develop, after that we don't only have any experience to use it, but after that if let's say someone else asks about how about the effectiveness, you develop already the innovation product, but how to make sure that this product is suitable or effective to the problem that has been highlighted on that the beginning one. That the equation, if let's say we not conduct evaluation using the experimental design, yeah. But for me, quasi is the best thing that I choose for this evaluation phase process because of it with the quasi experiment design. We have at least we have two groups. So one group for experimental group and the second group with the conventional group that can be compare them later. So in this study, I already involved with that 33 university students with the experimental group is 15 and control group is 15 students. Number is 15 students is requirement by the Campbell. Campbell. Because of Campbell is one of the expert in experimental design said that at least the minimum number when we conduct experimental design is 15 for each group. But for sure that for 15, meaning that for data analysis soon, we conduct using non-parametric test. But if let's say you want to proceed with the parametric test, so means that for sure that for each group, it should be at least 30. So 30 for each group. Yeah, 30 for each group. But in my study, I'm okay if I'm using for non-parametric test, which is I'm using for Manwitney and also some of non-parametric like Manwitney U, I'm using for Wilcoxon. So in this study, I'm compared between pre and post test using the Wilcoxon. I'm okay with that because of the numbers of pre-university students at that time also not too large because of the situation. The numbers is cannot be compared between 30 and 30. That way I'm using for 15 at that time. So I'm suggest for the all participants today, if let's say you want to proceed with the experimental design, for sure that for each group 30 and 30. 30 for experimental group and 30 for control group. Topic, which is this topic we implemented using the my OTG about a month, 1 month. So every week to learn about the topic of professional and they use my OTG in group of experimental. But the control group only using conventional as usual what the lecturer used in the classroom, right? Okay, this is the result. Because of previous, I'm more talking about the methodology. This is the result. That pictures is conduct interview with the 5 students and also 5 lecturers. So what we found based on that need analysis process, so amongst students or also lecturers, the mathematics lecturers, we found that the student had the problem with the formula understanding. Formula understanding. Because of the teachers, the lecturers give them the sum of the formulas based on also the textbook, but they didn't can understand about the formulas and how the formulas implemented in the daily life, right? And also we found the sum of issues based on need analysis process using whiteboard and slide only. So it means that in the process of teaching and learning in the classroom, the lecturers only using whiteboard and slide. So it is that we can say that is conventional because regularly right now, the teachers or maybe the lecturers in the classroom, they are focused on using slide and also whiteboard. And also some of the issues highlighted based on the interview from the analysis, need analysis, paid suggestion to use current technology. Both of the categories of students and also lecturers said that suggest to using the current technology. They know currently we have so many technology can be implemented, but only some or only a few of the lecturers or teachers use the technology. So that's why we the students also lecturers that are suggest to in the process of teaching and learning to use current technology. And also they mentioned about that less of the engagement in activities in the classroom. So for example, they take the lecturers, some of the lecturers they give that topic without any activity. Just explain the topic, and end of class. This is the based on the interview process. And also, some of the lecturers also give the activities in the classroom, but looking at the engagement, the interaction in a classroom is very weak. So that's why the lecturers and also the students said that the classroom activities is need to improve. And also the other is lack of software. Lack of software means that in the classroom maybe not provide with some of the current technology because of, for example, using my OTG, we need GeoGebra. It should be GeoGebra provide already in the classroom, right? We need also the other, for example, Smartboard. We need also Microsoft Teams. We need also for Sway. So it should be the something tools that we need to use it, means that it should be available in the classroom. So they think that because of lack of the software to support, that's why some of the lecturers said that they cannot improve themselves the teaching process using the current technology because of the classroom is not provide that facility, especially on in technology aspect. Okay. Okay, this is the part of the research. Yeah. And next, yeah, we continue with that design and development phase. In the design and development phase, we refer the some of experts, the lecturers, also the student. After the design, the my OTG already done. Then the results show that most of the student, lecturers, and experts agree with that aspect of content and interface of my OTG. So means that more than 80%, which is based on Sidik and Jamaluddin said that it should be 70%. So based on the results show that the student, lecturer, and expert is more than 80%. So based on the evaluate or based on the measurement measured by the student involved student, lecturer, and expert, we conclude on this study said that this my OTG is relevant or suitable for lecturers and also for students. So this phase is not actual study. This phase is look like the pilot test. Yeah, this part is pilot test. Is still under phase 2, design and development phase. So we involve student, lecturer, expert to evaluate the my OTG in aspect of content and also interface. Yeah. So this part it should be suggest to all the participants if they say you want to conduct the title with development to, for example, about technology. So for sure that you have the pilot test before you implemented the product when to looking at the effectiveness. Right. So this is the result of the phase 2. Also, we come out with the statistic descriptive result, and the result is 80% agree. Yeah. And phase 3, evaluation phase. Now, this is the evaluation phase. We conduct experimental study. At that time, we conduct using online. Yeah. So we have a 2 group. This is the sum of the evidence that students study using my OTG. So for sure that when the experimental studies are running, yeah, the beginning of the lesson, some of the students still looking at that, some of the still switch off the camera. Yeah, we can see that some of this situation, yeah, evident that we can see that some of the students still off the camera. But for that, every week we implemented the GeoGebra. Suddenly, the all the students improve their activity, the engagement in the classroom. They start to on the camera. They start to more to involve on the activity given, and also they start to more interaction with the friend and also with the lecturers. That until end of this topic of professional logic done with to explain. So it means that we're looking also for the progress of the student engagement in the classroom. So yes, since the camera off for the beginning, but at the end, all of the students open their camera. So also to say that they are interested to using my OTG in the classroom. So this is the record evidence to share with all of you to say that this evaluation phase we already done with that using experimental design. Yeah. Okay, then let we go for the result of the experimental. So we are looking, I said that actually experimental and control group have a significant result. Yeah, so means that the students in the experimental and control group they're using the my OTG and using conventional method. Both of these method is effective. But when looking for the pre and post, also we found that the improvement on experimental group is more than control group. See, the improvement of mathematical reasoning is 13 and the control group is 10.5. So it can be shown that using the my OTG more improve their mathematical reasoning compared to conventional method. So meaning that this one it can be said that the smart OTG is more effective compared to conventional methods. Yes, both of this method it can be effective for mathematical reasoning. Right? Okay. This is the last result. Then we go for the contribution. Okay. When you conduct the study, not only development study, yeah, you can be like conduct like a survey study. You conduct for qualitative study. You should mention about the contribution of your study, which is among postgraduate students. Yeah, because when you conduct the study, so means that something you want to contribute like a new knowledge. Yeah, you have a new product. They contribute on the theory. Yeah, so means that something that can be highlighted. There's something new from your study. That's something we can say that as a contribution. Okay, so in this study, so the contribution for looking at that my OTG can access anytime and anywhere. That's contribution. Means that with some of the software, sometimes they can, if let's say they don't have any internet, they cannot use this app or also the software. But my OTG, we already modified. Then they can be used for using internet and also without internet. Because of this, my OTG, we already create, modify based on GeoGebra. And GeoGebra software also can be used with internet and without internet. That's why the easy that student can be used anytime and anywhere. Yeah. And my OTG also give a student a space to think critically and creatively. Because of based on my OTG, the student can be put it their real situation, yeah, based on their own idea. So that's why they can be think critically with their own concept, then try to improve it. Yeah, learn from the format that we have put it on GeoGebra. Then they try to explore themselves. Also, my OTG can increase student interest in mathematics because of the tools of application involved. That's why before I explain about that they are open the camera and the end at the end of the session where they starting, some of them close the camera until end all of the students open the camera. So means that they are interested using my OTG. My OTG also can improve student mathematical reasoning. Of course, we're looking the comparison between experiment and control group. We looking at the result experiment show that more than convenient method. Then the main of contribution of the study is a new teaching method of my OTG. That's my OTG, the product, right? So that is part of the sum of the contribution, and also that we add on the other contribution is using DDR approach successfully to develop my OTG to improve student mathematical reasoning. So if let's say you use the other models, yeah, maybe to support also some of their theories related, also can be discussed on one of the contribution on the study, the theory, the models, successfully to use on the study to improve, to improve the variable or the issues, you highlighted before. Okay, next. When we conduct the study, don't forget to put the implication, Yeah, the implication, but there's something new information from your study, and then how to improve it, or maybe give some of the suggestion to improve it. So for example, in implication for students, the student need to participate actively in the lessons. So this is the implication we suggest for the students, yeah, because of in the classroom, actually we need our student is active in the classroom. So also sometimes the student maybe they are not too interest like so more active, but they did everything, but not look like they are look like active in the classroom. But it is sometimes of the typical of the student, they are characters, but it's okay. But at least the student in when they study the process of teaching and learning need to participate actively. At least they did what the task given, or maybe they do something what the teachers ask to them. Yeah, students need to adapt to this new method of teaching, especially the technology used in the lesson. Also, this is something also not only about a student, especially for to adapt a new method also involved for lecturers or teachers. Yeah, not only students also we suggest to adapt, but also for lecturers and teachers also need to adapt something new, because of I had an experience, yeah, with to when we using technology in the classroom, we suggest with the teachers to using technology, but the question is, doctor, so how I'm using this technology, since because of this my experience when I was young, when I went in my university level, I never used technology. I also then my lecturer also not teach me using technology. Now how currently you suggest us to using technology in the classroom, because on our ability and our skill we don't have also technology skill. So how we use it in the classroom? That's so many questions about that when I explain about the using technology. So for me, it's okay if let's say you don't have any experience before, but in the process of we need to improve our skill, means need that we need our experience first to using it. So if let's say previous we don't have, let we start it. Yeah, let we start now to using it. Let we go for search first about the current technology and learn by one. And also we also have that suggest to the school or the prominent ministry to conduct the training to using technology. Don't be afraid with that, okay? Because of use the technology, current technology also currently is the tool is very simple to use it. It's not complicated to do one by one. Yeah. For now, as example, AI, so many AI in mathematics right now, we can use it to explain the topic. So AI sometimes like it's more easy to us to use it because of not complicated tools. Sometimes also you just copy and paste, and then sometimes asking the AI, and then help us to explain the topic, and then get some of materials for our students. Right? So let's motivate ourselves. Yeah, let's do something. Think about that. I need to improve ourselves. Yeah, let's think that okay, I need to improve myself. I need to learn more. I need to be as teachers with the updated teachers. Right? So there's something that can be like improve ourselves, and currently but slowly we know how to use technology. Yeah. So for my OTG, at least suggest you at least they have mobile device. So at least yeah, we suggest. Maybe let's say the student don't have any laptop, or maybe they have only tab, but at least yeah they have handphone or device. Yeah, smart handphone. Yeah, because of the my OTG also can be using smartphone to running. Yeah. Okay, next is about the implication to the lecturers. So lecturers also need to able to use technology. That's why I mentioned before. So not only students get ready with that, and also for lecturers also teachers. And so lecturers need to plan the lesson well to ensure that all activities running smoothly. So yes, especially if let's say we don't have any experience using technology, we a little bit difficult to implement that technology in classroom because we are more focused on using the technology, but we are forget to focus on the topic aspect. Yeah, because of that's why when we using technology, actually we suggest to you all of you participants today that please organize your lesson. Yeah, because you don't want like you only focus to using technology without achieve your objective. Yeah, objective of the topics today. So means that carefully. Yeah. Normally, for the starting using technology, yes, we have some of the issues with the timing. Yeah, because of the timing, it can be more we use for the technology implementation, but the topic explanation less than that. So that's why for the beginning we had the issues of the timing arrangement. But after we regularly using the technology, and then after that we just look like a normal. Means that at the time we can use technology, at the time we can focus on the topic explain. Yeah. Okay, then the implication also for the institution. Yeah, so means that previous also I also highlighted that in the institution also we suggest to provide the technology. Yeah, for example, in my OTG we need GeoGebra, we need the Sway, we need the smart board, we need the Microsoft Teams. So means that the institution is to be provided since we will use it for the activities in the classroom. So if let's say we don't have, so a bit difficult for the lecturers or teachers to explain using the MyOTG. I think it's also for the other technologies. Yeah. So since we want to use it in the classroom, so for sure that the facility is already there, right? Okay. So then this is the last actually when I share to all of you. This is the sum of the achievement. I think it's based on this project, my OTG. Also, I would like to acknowledge for the Liter 2021 grant. So RU013W 2021. Because of this project, we received money to support this project to conduct. So Alhamdulillah, so we achieve this is the sum of only, as I put it in my slide. Actually, we have more than 10 awards because of this product already presented on the some of the innovation competition, and also we also presented in the international conference. So also the award is not only because of that product, but also because of that paper, we received also some of the awards and also for the presenter. So for me, for the all participants today, so suggest to you, if let's say you are develop the innovation product, for sure that is not, don't stop until you develop it, until you test the effectiveness, don't stop until that. So means that let to improve your innovation. When you suggestion also innovation, because of we want to looking at also with the other participants what their ideas, what their innovation will learn from that. So join with the innovation competition, not to target to be the winner, but we are target to learn something from the other participants about their ideas and creativity. So then later we can be like as modify our ideas based on the views that are based on the other participants. Then we come up with our own views, ideas later. Then that's why let me improve ourselves first. Yeah, and also when you finish the current innovation product, for example, for me, I'm finished with this actually for my OTG, but now until now I had with my teams with the my OTG plus plus. So we already have a 2 plus, my OTG plus plus with the implementation to the other topic and modify the my OTG current my OTG with the new one. So and improve because of we are not target set that, oh, you have a good product because you achieve the some of the award. It's not said like that, because of we try to improve ourselves, we try to improve our product. So means that alhamdulillah also this product also requested from the other country to use for their art school, especially before also from Thailand, they requested this app to using for their art school, and also requested by some of the other school in the other different countries. So because of not we talking about the achievement we get the award, but we are focused on that. Try to be innovator, try to be more creative, but need to produce it. Mean like create it, not only think, yeah, but to create it to be a real, and then solve the problem, solve the issues. So if something that we said that okay, the award is only a bonus, it's not our target. Our target is to solve that problem. Okay, then if let's say we got the award, so means that bonus for us, because of we have our hard working to finish everything, to done everything. That's the reward for us. So means that this is the last slide for me to share with you. So for sure that later I already based on today's session, I share with all of you about our my OTG, especially not only my OTG that I have, also the some of the others innovation product, especially in my classroom. And every semester produce with at least 5 innovation products for the teams, group teams. So every semester, so mean that so many product already come up with that in my classroom. Then to send them with the learn about the others innovators, to involve them with the innovation competition. So for sure that after this session, I hope that some of the participants today in this session, so hope that you have your own idea, let to be make it a real, yeah, make it a real. Don't think that about that something I want to high expectation, yeah, just make it simple. Use the current apps, that thing that can be used, just make simple things that can be said as an innovation. Right? All right. So that's it for me. So let we go back to our moderator. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you for Dr. Hood for enlightening us, new insight for us. Actually, before looking forward to the questions, maybe there are some questions in the chat box, and then there are some questions from Bapak Ibu. Maybe can ask directly, but maybe the Bapak Ibu maybe still wonder who is the distinguished keynote speaker has given us much enlightening insight. Maybe let me introduce him first a while. Maybe Dr. Hood, maybe you can have a drink first, and then please correct me if I have some mistake in introduce you. Wait. Okay. This is let me read for you, Bapak Ibu, his profile maybe. Associate Professor Dr. Hood Camry Zulnedi is an associate professor at the Department of Mathematics and Science Educations, Faculty of Education, University Malaya. He specializes in mathematics educations, technology in educations, problem solving, assessment and measurement, statistic and quantitative research methods. Dr. Zulnaidi has been involved in several research projects related to industrial revolution 4.0, lifelong learning, teaching innovations, and learning support. He has published numerous articles on topics such as the effectiveness of realistic mathematics educations, the use of GeoGebra software in mathematics educations, and the impact of school culture on students' soft skill. And then maybe many else. And then there are some article has published maybe with Dr. Hood and the team. There are some article maybe we can see in the Google Scholar. There are many. Then yeah, there are many. And then we have learned from the proper expertise actually for technology, because as we know that our government tend to incorporate technology in teaching and learning. So we can learn much from this one. And then Dr. Hood, actually we are most of us besides doctorate student, we are a lecturer in some universities in Indonesia. Hopefully we can collaborate with you in research or writing article if some of us interest in this field. Hopefully. Okay, I think that's enough. Thank you. So Gon, we looking forward the questions from the actually in the chat box there are some questions. Maybe I read the pardon, no, Dr. Hood. Actually, you want to answer this question first? Maybe I will read for you, or you will hear some questions from the audience first.
Okay, can be also from the chat and also question.
After this. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Let me read for you
Alright.
some questions. Okay, this is from Pak Fuad from Unesa. Actually, let me read for you. Good morning, Professor Camry Julnaidi. I am Yusuf, lecturer of Unesa. I do love mathematics so much, and I am a fan of Emeritus from David Toll, who is the author of How Humans Learn to Think Mathematically. I have some questions, namely, one, do you have any from your researchers that your free university students demonstrated a seriously damage caused by the TNL system that was applied in the COVID-19 period? Second, in your personal point of view, do you think the level mathematics reasoning of Malaysia students are more better than Indonesian students? Third, in your research experiences, how to handle any problem in bringing back contextual mathematics senses and involving any technology of free university student to a deductive axiomatic sense, which belongs to a pure mathematics in universities level. And then the last one for in Malaya University or others, is there any difference between employing quantitative method and qualitative method in an education mathematics research? That's all. Thanks.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, question, yeah. So many questions. But I hope that this one is I can see also in that show it in my screen. So I can refer back to the question. Wow. Okay. Thanks for everything from Stacey. Yeah. All right. So thank you for that. Yeah. So especially for that question, I found that here 4 questions. So let me go for one by one question first. Yeah. So first is about that seriously damage from that teaching and learning system that was applied in the COVID-19 period. Okay. So first is I think is that situation that we can see it when we conduct the online the teaching and learning by online is that students First is like it's the psychology part aspect. So we are looking for the mathematics first. So for the psychology part, it's like there are interaction, there are communication with the others. Because of since we did like online almost 2 years. There some of the students also pre-university also they already finished with that. Among 2 years pre-university, it look like for level A, but in Indonesia, I think we don't have like the pre-university level, right? So it's like the level A for the student who want to continue their study, especially in University Malaysia. Then we can go for the overseas, yeah, to continue their study. So means that the big issues is that with the psychology is some of that they have saying in the college, right? So they are saying in the college means that they are communicate also limited. So sometimes they cannot like study together with the friends, and also they interact with lecturer also like only by online. That barriers it can be more to I mean a social environment like the communicate each other, but still have a good result, but not like the previous. So means that this can be has effect on that, but the student also still can be the result is also still good. So for me, and there is no too much effect on that mathematical aspect, but it's only for the how they are communicate with the others, and also there are interaction with the others student and also the lecturers. Yeah. Okay. About the Indonesian students, okay, we are looking also the for looking at that level first. Yeah. So because of when we're talking about that mathematical reasoning, so we can also refer for that the result for international result like PISA, yeah, that can be shown that the result of that reasoning of the student there. Yes, we can see also the result in general. We can find that Malaysia is more than Indonesia, right? So, but for me, if let's say we can see that any level of that. So, for on my views, actually, it's not because of that we back in Indonesia is bad. It's no. It's about talking that. Yeah, maybe let our student more to had explore that training among mathematics teachers also. So invited by Indonesian researchers, yeah. So mathematics in real life, but sometimes also the teachers cannot be answers. So that we worried about that. So for sure that also the teachers also we know the concept of mathematics in real life, then we can give them example. That's our student. How about the mathematics in our real life? Yeah. Okay. Next, the third question in your research experience how to handle any problem and bringing back the contextual mathematics and involving any technology for previous citizen to deductive algebraics which belong to the pure mathematics in university level. Okay, so we're talking about the contextual mathematics sense. It look like what the real life that I mentioned. Yeah. So because of then mathematics, yes, for sure that in aspect of me and in mathematics education, right? So in mathematics education, we are more to aspect on pedagogy. We target to student more to understand about the mathematics, and also how they are to be teachers soon, then explain mathematics to their experience soon. But if later we're talking about the pure, the question is about sometimes related to the belonging to the pure mathematics, yeah. Because of for pure mathematics, sometimes in the classroom, we are focused on that mathematics itself. So, but the concept in real life, sometimes we not focus on to directly to mention like at Faculty of Education. So in Faculty of Education, we are more to focus to implement that. But in the pure mathematics, we are focused to on that mathematics itself. So it means that it's different. Yeah. But for pre-university students, pre-university, how to implement that, implement the mathematics, pure math in real life. So it's not like as a degree program. Yeah, pre-university student is not degree program and also not postgraduate. It's before. Yeah, before like a level A. So like after senior high school, they're going for the pre-university because of prepare them to go to enter to university. Yeah. So means that this is that has a different, yeah. So means like for the pre-university means that they are focused for pure, but try to we explain about the a little bit mathematics concept in real life. In Malay University or others, is there any difference between employing quantitative method and qualitative method education mathematics research? Okay. So for us that we focus on quantitative or qualitative because quantitative and also the qualitative, there is no difference on that. So, but only we just follow the method. If let's say we do quantitative, we follow the quantitative method. We do for qualitative, we follow the quantitative method. So means that explore, yeah, because of in my department also some of the lecturers they are focused on qualitative only. The some of lecturer also they are focused on quantitative only. So depends on that the expertise of that researcher. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Pak Fuad. Is there any following questions from that question? No? Okay, thank you, Pak Fuad. Okay, we can go on to next questions. Let me read for you. Greetings. I'm Sutrisno, student from Unesa. May I ask, first, how do researchers measure student interest? Because it does not appear in the data, while in the conclusion, it is said to have increased. Is there any quantitative or qualitative data? Second, what is the role of the control class in this study? Because researchers do not compare the control and experimental groups. Researchers only compare pretest and post-test data for both groups. Is a balanced test also carried out before the treatment is given to ensure that in the initial conditions, both classes are in a balanced state? Thanks.
Okay. All right. Thank you. So, okay. So about that, about to measure the interest, we are looking for that qualitative aspect, yeah. Because just now I mentioned about that the camera on. I mentioned just now, right? Because of if for the beginning, the student just some of them just switch off the camera, and the others they open the camera. Until at the end of this session, we implemented the My OTG. We are looking on that student more to all of them is open the camera. And that means that we can conclude that the student interest the process. Yeah. And also not only with that, because of on my slide, I'm focused on to share between the some of the part of my study has been conducted, especially not only two objectives, we have more. But sometimes I just started because I want to share with this session. Actually, we have finding, and not only with the student interest, we also measure the student engagement, we measure also the student reasoning, we measure also student problem solving. So means that so many variable will be measured based on this product in my OTG conducted, but only this session, only sharing focus on these two objectives. Yeah, so that's why in the slide just now it's not mentioned about that interest. Yeah, especially just only highlighted based on that what I presented just now. Yeah. Okay, and then for the rule control class this study, yes, just now because of on the screen I'm looking for compare between pre and post test. Yeah, using the Wilcoxon. When I mentioned in that method, I also mentioned about the main Whitney before. So that's one, the result to compare between experiment and control group. So they're not so in the slide, but already mentioned in beginning in the method. I explained about the main Whitney used to compare between experiment and control. Yes, we found also the result is have a good result, which is had a significant, almost significant, which is I think I'm not mistaken is 0.036, means still less than 0.05. Still mentioned that the using my OTG more significant, more effective than control group. Yeah. So this is that means that on because we participant refer to the slide, yeah, refer to the slide, the things that cannot see it, that directly the result to compare between experimental and control group, which is that we have, yeah. We are for each presenting like the innovation competition, we submitted this my OTG product, we submitted to a different variable to see the effectiveness. So also we have a different results, yeah, the testing to looking at that data analysis to compare between experiment and control group. So only this slide I'm sure for the pre and post test.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you,
Okay.
Dr. Hood. How about Pak Sutris? Do you have any following questions?
No. Thank you, Mr.
Next, let me read for you, Dr. Hood. I'm Sandrek from Merauke, Indonesia. How do we utilize technology as an agency in animating mathematical objects to learners, not as a tool in mathematics teaching and learning?
Okay. So how do we utilize technology as an agency and animating mathematical objects to learners, yeah, not as a tool in mathematics teaching and learning. Okay, so especially in mathematics technology agency, for example, we cannot say that and not as a tool. That's why the question actually I was thinking like just now we are mentioned technology to animating mathematical object to learners, but at the same time said that the question not as tool. So how, yeah, is that this thing that can be questioned in mathematics and teaching and learning. So for me, that visualization for the animatic agency in animating, yeah, and animating Matematika. So for me, mathematics, especially when we're talking about, mostly we say as a tool, yeah, as a tool like using apps, using software, yeah, all the other things. But the technology also not only with something we said that a software on environment without said that something is to be like or like a real tools in the classroom process. Okay, so means that if let's say we cannot set that to utilize technology in animation, just find that some things that in our real life can be come out with the technology. For example, like we can refer to the for example shape of the table, yeah, shape of the allergy, yeah, shape of the TV, yeah. So means set of that something related to the technology also, but we not to get in from that as a tool itself. Yeah, not as a tool, right? So just go find it in the real life situation. So means that so many things that can be give example in our real life to be part of that concept of mathematics, animating a mathematics object to learn. Yeah, but not to go for the software and also apps. Yeah, looking back in our environment. Yeah, okay.
Thank you, Tahud. How about Pak Sandra? Do you have any following questions?
No, thank you very much.
Thank you, Sandra. Next, I will read from Prof. Tatak, actually. Thank you very much, Prof. Hood Camry. I think it is exciting presentations and good topic. Diagram pen. As we know, diagram pen is used to present the set. Next, could you show up one example of GeoGebra to explore students' mathematical reasoning? Thank you very much.
So okay, so yes, in the GeoGebra, just not to mention about diagram van. So because of that, how the GeoGebra to explore about mathematical reasoning is when the student put that situation given. For example, just now I give example already. Put that situation given, like now, for example, Budi is smart, Budi is hardworking. Then we have the instrument to measure the student mathematical reasoning. For example, we ask them with the reason is why, give the reason. So for example, we focus on that just if that Budi is smart, then Budi is hardworking, and give the formulas just now, and then give the reason why. Why P and Q, why P or Q, and then create the other situation. Then ask them to justify why, give the reason why the situation like that. So then need to connect it that mathematical proportional logic formulas also to come up with that justification from that student. Yeah. So means that Prof, means just now I already put it on that GeoGebra, Prof, just on that diagram pen, they are looking on that area. So where is the area if let's say P or Q? For example, walking. So that looking on that area, where's that area in using diagram pen? So in that, on our instrument in this study as a different set of that test, yeah. So in GeoGebra, just now my OTG focused on the topic explain about the professional logic, but that set of the instrument of that mathematical reasoning, we asking about the reason why the situation like that. So why the like that based on that student answers. So that's in the process how we measure the mathematical reasoning of the student.
Yes, Prof. Tatak, do you have any touch from
Yeah.
this?
Okay, thank you very much, Prof. Dr. Hood Camry. And this question and students there or in others, for example, in others time, student researcher as student. So what's your strategy to ask student or to have to get data for mathematical reasoning?
Okay.
So what do you do when to explore student mathematical reasoning?
Okay, for the first, we're using for my OTG means that the student put that the example can be changed, can be reset First is the student just put the example given by the my OTG, put it there all anything that something real situation on my OTG, right? So us as the owners of the app, we can get that the information that student answers to us, we can keep it. Yeah, to looking at that the ID, and then after that we compile them. But if let's say Prof just now asking about any the others, yes, we for the measurement of reasoning, we are looking on that the other set of instrument we have. So which is there is that test of the instrument to measure mathematical reasoning. On this study, we have a 5 of the set of instrument to measure mathematical reasoning, but the student answers using hard copy one. Yeah, because of the test, it's a they are come to the university to answer, not using online. Because of that situation is we worried that student if using online. No, currently we have so many apps to can be answers AI, especially to answer that question from that mathematical reasoning given to the student. So we suggest them come to the university to give them the hard copy one. We have the 5 sets of instrument to measure about mathematical reasoning. The rest, all the information they are understanding about the proportionality topic, we can set it in our data information based on the example they are put it on that GeoGebra, yeah, in my OTG.
Okay, thank you, Prof. Tatak, Dr. Kamri. Okay, maybe we have some time. Maybe there are one or two questions again. Maybe if there are some questions, Bapak Ibu, you can arise or state directly questions.
Yeah, Evo, me.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yusuf.
Thank you, Pak.
Prof. Hood, continuing my question. This may be a silly question actually. For any student who want to have level A certificate is subsidized by the first one. Yeah. And what is the curriculum that's used in the Malay? It belong to Commonwealth curriculum, especially for mathematics, or have the Malaysia national curriculum itself. Thank you.
Okay, Prof. Can I repeat for the first question, Prof? Yeah, first question, Prof.
Yes, yeah, for any student, pre-service, pre-university, who want to have level A certificate, this belong to Cambridge, huh?
Yeah.
It's the money is from the student itself or subsidized by your government?
Okay.
Thank you.
So for the level A, actually the money from the student itself also, but the government, the government also support the student. Let's say in Malaysia they have the Cambridge from Mara, but they need to pay back. So it means that they need to pay back after they have a job. So especially for level A, then they pay back itself normally.
They pay back after they get the job.
Let's say they get it from Mara.
Oh, okay.
After they get a job.
Yeah.
Okay. And then for that, the second one, just now for the curriculum. So the Malaysian, like the Indonesia, also we sometimes we refer for Netherlands, also from the US, but in Malaysia also have refer to the UK. But they have their own curriculum. In Malaysia, they have their own curriculums, and they are regularly also they have their curriculum evaluation. So not only for that school level, also the university level, and also for pre-university level. So they have for the pre-university level, they have their own level. It depends on that targeted or that student, which country they want to register soon. So for example, some of the level A, maybe they go to Australia, maybe they go to UK, for example, then they need to follow that requirement.
What about the Singapore? Do you involve?
Yeah.
Singapore?
In Singapore, that means the
Commonwealth.
The Commonwealth, yeah. It can be because of that they need to prepare themselves which country they want to register.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much. Good
Okay, thank you,
presentation and good
Pak
discussion.
Yusuf. Thank you, Professor. Thank you. Okay, thank you for actually this is the end of this sections. Thank you, Pak Fuad, and thank you, Dr. Hood. Actually, you have enlightened us new insight. Okay, actually the faculty will give you certificate, and then maybe we want Prof. Tatak will say something to Dr. Hood Camry.
Okay, thank you very much for Associate Professor Dr. Hudkemri Zulnaidi. And actually, he gave some insight, I think insight, and is some research topic, interesting research topic is about technology. So my Dean of Faculty of Mathematics and Natural Science gave a certificate for as keynote speaker. Thank you very much, Prof. Hood Camry, and we hope that next agenda, next section, and next future we can make a collaboration. Actually, we have a research collaboration and also what is it? Some what it, yeah, research collaboration and also share idea with doctoral student in mathematics education Malaysia. Thank you very much, Prof. Hood Camry.
Thank you, Prof.
Once more, thank you for Dr. Hood. Actually, before we end these sections, we hope that we can take picture first. Maybe I hope you don't mind to open your camera, and then we will take a photo first. Please open the camera, and then okay, Pak Kiki, we can take pictures maybe. Is it already, Pak Kiki?
Dua.
Yeah. Okay. Is it enough? Okay.
Second
Okay.
one.
Once more. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Once more, thank you for Dr. Hood. You have a good presentation for us. Give a good presentation for us. Actually, so for the audience, Bapak Ibu, we still have one sections after this. Actually, oh yeah, Pak Dr. Hood. Actually, if you have some activity, maybe you activity you may leave these
Okay.
sections. Once more, thank you
All
very
right.
much.
Thank you so much for
Your plus
everyone.
for
Yeah.
Dr.
Thank you
Hood.
so much and see
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
See you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
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 Thank you very much, Prof.
Thank
Hood
you.
Camry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Next sections. Actually, we have sharing sections. But once I still remind you to join until the end this seminar, because we provide a certificate for you. Later, the end of this sections, we will send you a link for a certificate. So please join this seminar. Okay, thank you. For next sections, actually we have two distinguished students from Unesa, candidate of doctor. First, we have candidate Dr. Namira Fatmanisa, Magister Pendidikan, and second one, candidate Dr. Anis Farida Jamil, Magister Pendidikan. So they will share to you about seminar international conference that they have got it. Actually, they have joined some international seminar in abroad, but we can hear from the distinguished presenter about their experience. Okay, Bu Namira and Bu Anis, the times is floors.
Thank you. Thank you, Pak Efu. Allow me to share first. Okay, is the screen shown?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And good day. So allow me to introduce myself. I'm Namira Fatmanisa, and today I'm with Bu Anis Farida Jamil. We'll share about our experience as a student of doctoral program of mathematics education. So in this session, we are only sharing what we went through so far, and we try also to align with the webinar theme about technology in mathematics education. So it's more like talking and sharing. So please feel free if you have any question or comments, or maybe you want to share as well, that's going to be okay. Thank you very much for the chance, Prof. Tata, Prof. Rose, and all of our friends. So in this session, I believe everyone in the doctoral program of mathematics education have quite similar experiences, but we try to share as much as possible that what we went through, especially in related to our participation in ICME 50. So the outline for today's session, we're going to be a little bit brief. The first one, to align with the theme, we tried to talk about our experience in utilizing technology as a method. First, in utilizing FOSS viewer and ours to literature review. And in this case, myself and Bu Anis will share each one of them. And the second one, we also share about data analysis using Microsoft Excel features. And the last part of the session will be about our participation in International Congress on Mathematical Education in Sydney, Australia, about the general information, and also to align with today's theme, we tried to also share the topic study groups related to technology. So brief about systematic literature review. What makes it different from traditional literature review is it is a structured and transparent method for identifying, evaluating, and analyzing relevant literature on a particular research topic. So it depends on what topics that we are going to focus on, and it has several stages, and typically it starts with searching in database. It can be Scopus on Web of Science, and the searching will include specific keywords. If you want to search about mathematical thinking, then you can go with that keywords. Or for me, it's collaborative problem solving, so I use that keywords. For Bu Anis, it's going to be a metacognition, so it can be that keywords. For the second stage, we filter that result based on inclusion and exclusion criteria. This criteria is decided by us as the reviewer. And the third one, we conduct the qualitative and quantitative analysis of the selected studies. And I think this is the important part, because we don't only analyze it quantitatively means like how many articles are there, or how many citations, or how many co-occurrences that happen, but also qualitatively, like the contents of the article, what kind of themes or gaps that comes from the articles. And the last one is presenting the findings systematically. So not only quantitative analysis, but also qualitative analysis. Why? Because the qualitative analysis will help the reader and also us as one who read all the articles, deeper understanding about the topic. And also we can also identify new concept that comes from those articles. We can also contextualize findings, because we know that the findings comes from different settings, different methodologies. And the fourth one is we have comprehensive knowledge about the topic that we review. So what I did previously in the last year, I utilized Fast Viewer in my systematic literature review article. So Fast Viewer is a software tool for creating maps. So the output from Fast Viewer is actually the network map like this. It's a graph. So the window from the Fast Viewer is shown on the screen. As you can see, this is the window. The first one is for the map, and the second one is you can modify the size, the color, and the length of the line. And the third one is panel, and the fifth one is the action panel. This is where we input the database or the bibliometric data to be inputted into the Fast Viewer. So this is the general window. In my article, the article title is Collaborative Problem Solving in Mathematics, a Systematic Literature Review. So the output from the Fast Viewer, there are two types of picture. As you can see in the left side, it is a cluster visualization of 293 articles on GPS, and it shows the cluster. There are 5 clusters. The cluster is identified by the color. As you can see, there are red, green, blue, and yellow. It shows the cluster means the theme that appears related to each other, closely related to each other. So if you can see here is collaborative problem, and then there's a problem, and in the yellow one, it's about ability. In the blue one, you can see a development. Maybe it's related to the teaching material development. And the greater the circle size, it means that the articles, this word is repeated more often in the articles. And the right side is the output from Fast Viewer that is called overlay visualization. It shows the trends of the words per year, and it shows, let's say here it's from 2005 up to 2020. So the more yellow the color means it's the current one, like it's newest one. As you can see, it's related to the skill and student. While about the problem, it's collaborative problem. Typically was studied around 2015. So it's the output from the Fast Viewer that I utilize in the article. Another feature that might be familiar with all of you as well is in the Microsoft Excel. We know that in an SLR, we utilize lots of data, especially related to the information of the article, like the title, the author, and the citation number. We have lots of data, and we can load the data in the Excel. But usually it's going to be difficult if we analyze the data by ourselves manually. So we can use analyze data feature, and we can input the instruction. Here, the example is sort authors by total sites in ascending order. So if we click this, and automatically the Excel will display the chart that shows the authors, the name of the authors, and the number of the citation. Usually it is accompanied by the table as well. So we can have the table and the chart automatically by using data analysis. And the next one is SLR with RStudio. It's going to be shared by Bu Anis. Let me go to the mute section.
Okay, thank you. Do you hear my voice? Is it clear?
Yes, that's very clear.
Okay,
Go ahead.
thank you. Let me continue the explanation from Bu Namira. Just like FOSViewer, BiblioShiny is also a tool for bibliometric analysis. However, the difference between FOSViewer and BiblioShiny is FOSViewer. So you have to install first the FOSViewers, but for BiblioShiny is web-based in RStudio, but needing no installation for BiblioShiny, but you have to install the R and RStudio and also bibliometrics packages. So you access the RStudio and you call the BiblioShiny by web-based. And we can see that BiblioShiny is a graphical interface developed by Bibliometric. Bibliometric analysis is a quantitative approach to evaluating pattern and trend in scientific literature, like we do SLR. Yeah, there are 4 cases of analysis. It provides basic statistics such as number of publication per year, most productive author, top journals, and leading institution. And the second is citation and co-citation analysis. It identifies the most cite work or author and the relationship between studies. And the third is co-occurrent keyword analysis that examines the relationship between keyword to understand theme and research trend. And the last is network analysis that visualize collaboration network between researcher or link between article through network map. And next, here's the menu display in BiblioShiny after SV, RIS, or BibTeX format, but I will explain to you some of them that are often used. For example, there are 8 menus here. For example, for the first menu, overview, include 4 submenu. There are main information, annual scientific production, average citation per year, and trivial plot. And maybe it's often used main information. In the main information includes number of document, number of author, most productive journal, number of citation, and publication distribution per year. It includes a graphic that visualize the production of the time year by year. So you can use that graph to see the trend of the topic. And also you can see at the maybe for the third menu for author. There is refers to author who appear most frequently in the analyzed research dataset. So if we, for example, for my topic metacognition, I search the database based on that keyword metacognition, and we can get some paper here, and then the author who appear most frequently in that topic, it's the most relevant author. But there is a most local cited author. The difference is for the most relevant author, it's beyond dataset. So it can be from another dataset, not only in our dataset. But for the local cited author, it's only author that cited by the author only in our dataset. And maybe we can see for the sixth menu, it's a conceptual structure, illustrate the relationship between concept or research topic that develop within a field. So it's often used by SLR to see the conceptual structure, especially in co-occurrent network. I will show you in the next slide. And then for intellectual structure, the seventh is refer to the intellectual network, a relationship between the author or article based on the co-citation. Maybe I want to show you an example. Yes, you can next. Now, in this slide, I would like to show one of my article on book chapter. It's about an SLR, yeah, systematic literature review. In the chapter 2, my article in chapter 2, yeah, metacognitive regulation and collaborative problem solving, bibliometric analysis and systematic literature review. I conduct SLR on my topic metacognitive regulation, and I use RStudio BiblioShiny. I formulated 4 research question here. With the goal of my research is to show the research trend, yeah, of metacognitive regulation research. One of the result from, you can see in the top right, yeah, it's about co-occurrent network. Its analysis in BiblioShiny is shown that in the image. The larger circle, it means that the more frequently the topic appear in our dataset. So it's more greater circle, it's more frequent the topic appear. And the line connecting between term and term, another term, indicate that the relationship between them. Thus, we can see that in that picture, the bigger circle is metacognitive regulation, is connected to shared metacognitive, and also connected to socially shared, and connected to peer tutoring, reciprocal peer, and collaborative learning, and so on. And we can conclude that the research of metacognition has been extensively studied in social context, not only in individual. Okay, like previously explained by Bu Namira, that analysis in SLR is not only focused on quantitative that provide us a deeper insight about our topic. Yeah. So for example, in my third research question, that is, what situation can trigger the emergence of metacognitive regulation in CPS? Yeah. I conclude that from all the literature used in my SLR, I make a conclusion that situations that can trigger metacognitive regulation in CPS are divided into two aspects that are internal and external aspect. And you can read in the image, the bottom right. Okay, so there is a quantitative analysis and also qualitative analysis. Okay, for further read, you can access that link for my article. Okay, for the next session, I will I will move to sharing session about ICME 15. Bu Namira and I represented our two other friends, Bu Reni Dwi Sutansi and Lutfiana Tarida, who also attend ICME 15 from a doctoral student in Unesa. First, I want to explain about what ICME is. ICME, the International Congress on Mathematical Education, is the largest international conference on mathematics education in the world. And this year, this event, ICME 15, is held every 4 years. And this year, from July 7 to 14, it was held in Sydney, Australia. And the four of us from Mathematics Education PhD program of Unesa had the opportunity to attend ICME 15 because we were selected for the Solidarity Fund Awards. Okay, maybe Bu Namira will later explain how we managed to secure the awards. And as initial information, ICME 15 was attended by 2,393 participants, and with a total 2,065 presenters from 97 countries, and the total of 197 people received Solidarity Fund Awards, including 28 from Indonesia and the 4 from Unesa. And the ICME 15 is quite different from typical international seminars. From a general international seminar, usually an international seminars consists of the explanation from the keynote speaker and then followed by parallel session where the presenters share their research finding. But however, at ICME 15, there were various activities that have done, as you see, as shown in this photo. For the first type is their plenary lecture. Plenary lecture were held in a large hall so that all ICME 15 participants can attend. And the speaker at this session were usually a prominent figure in their field. You can see in the photo, you see Idogal, who is well known for his work on statistics or statistical literacy. I think all of you that focus on the topic in statistical literacy may know who he is. And another type of activity in ICME 15 is discussion group. It held in a small in a classroom, so it's maybe perhaps about 30 until 40 participants in the class. And the speaker in this discussion group will also prominent figure in that field. And I give you in the photo, you can see Benjamin Root, famous research, his research focus on problem posing and problem solving in mathematics education. And the activity in the discussion group began with an explanation for the speaker, and then continue with a discussion in a small group based on that topic that speaker explained. And this discussion may continue in the next meeting with an exchange of idea between group. And for the next, for the next type activity is workshop. You can see in the workshop, it's involve more hand-on activity. So participant can interact directly with the media or a tool that researcher bring, and we can doing directly. So there is an interactive media here. And then the next, it's about the activity is topic study group. Study group, TSG, are a unique opportunity to collaboratively explore classic and contemporary topics relevant to mathematics education through the submission of paper, session-based discussion, and report synthesis. And regarding the TSG, you can see in the next table, maybe Bu Namira, in this table, you can see a lot of TSG in HMI 15. Nah, participant could choose to submit their paper to a TSG that align from your research topic. That each TSG had a co-chair and chair that responsible to program the TSG's activities. So you can read the book of each TSG to learn what is the topic or research is suitable to what TSG. And then next we can next to the selection paper. There's a lot of TSG. It's about 59 TSG in HMI 15. And it's the photo of the activity of TSG. It's a different activity in each. It's different activity in each TSG. Maybe some of participant or presenter can present their research one by one in front of class. Since maybe one TSG include so many presenter, so there is a different activity here in another TSG. The co-chair designing the activity with a little group, more little group. So like FGD. So in the little group, each of presenter can explain in their each group. Next, and I was also fortunate to be selected as one of the paper reviewer in my TSG, which was my TSG is 3.3, problem posing and solving in mathematics education. And because I've selected that to be a reviewer, and it is allowed me to gain insight into the paper selection process at HMI 15. The selection process in HMI 15, you can submit the two types. For the first is paper, and the second is poster. For the paper, you must submit a paper up to 4 pages. So it's maximal 4 pages. It's like maybe if I describe it like extended abstract. It's paper, but in a little size, 4 pages. And maybe if accepted, author can invited to submit extended paper of no more than 8 pages. And for the second, you can submit with the form of poster. But in initial proposal of the poster is not more than 1 page. So you make a poster in 1 page. The review process for the first is the co-chair will try all the submission proposal for the TSG to ensure each one is relevant to the TSG. So if you submit a paper maybe or poster, the co-chair will examine that your paper is suitable or not in their TSG. If not suitable, the co-chair can move your paper to another TSG that may be more suitable for your research topic. And the co-chair will nominate 2 reviewers to review your paper or poster. And in here, the co-chair maybe use the 2 reviewers from the TSG team, or maybe if the TSG it include too much participant, too much presenter, maybe the co-chair can delegate to whom want to review outside the TSG team, like me. So after that, the HME Secretariat will allocate the submission to the reviewer, and then reviewer will be decided which paper or poster that will accept it, and then the co-chair will confirm to the secretariat which paper and poster are accepted for the inclusion, and then the secretariat will inform us as participant that our the result of our review paper. And the next is about the review outcomes. So the review outcome for the paper, it may, if you accept it, there are 4 choice. Yeah. For the first is with minor improvement recommended. So it's there is a revision, minor revision to improve your paper. Or with no, the second choice is with no recommended changes. So you do not revise your paper. It's accepted without revision. Yeah. And the third is with invitation to extend the length to 8 pages if appropriate. When the research, the reviewer see that our paper is not clear to explain in 4 pages, they may ask us to extend our paper to 8 pages. And for the last, they can give us a advice to move to a poster. They accept our paper, but we have to change to poster. Or maybe if not suitable in the TSG, like I explained before, the paper can move to another TSG. And for the poster, there are 2 options for accepted poster. For the first with minor improvement, so it's there is a revision here, or with no recommended changes, with no revision, or maybe not suitable for inclusion, so it's not accepted here for poster. Okay, for the next topic, it's about the mentoring session by HME Indonesia team will be explained by Bu Namira.
Thank you. Okay, so about the mentoring session, we went through a mentoring session by HME Indonesia team. So this team is initiated by Ibu Siti Maisuri Patahudin as the ambassador for Indonesia, in ICME ambassador for Indonesia. The mentoring session happens every 2 weeks. So we gather online, and it started with a brief information about ICME, because at that time we were not familiar what kind of conference ICME is. And we were helped to draft our paper first with the topic first, and then try to create the outline for the paper. And we tried to make the paper into 4 pages at maximum. And we were also divided into small groups, where each group has mentor. So we can consult to the mentor if we have any difficulties related to our paper. And the mentor will give the suggestion, we do the revision, and until that we submit it to ICME portal. And Bu Anis mentioned about Solidarity Fund. This is a grant that we, 4 of us, received to allow us to go to Sydney to attend a conference on site. So this grant is provided by ICME conference to help us with the registration fee, accommodation, and travel costs. How to apply for Solidarity Fund? At that time, we prepare an academic CV and recommendation letter, because we were students. So we asked for the supervisor for a recommendation letter. But for those of you, if you are already working on a company or maybe in a university, you can ask for your employer to create a letter for you. And the last one is a short statement about ways in which we intend to contribute to math education community in Indonesia after attending ICME. So the Solidarity Fund this year is quite a lot, 197 awardees, and Indonesia is the second largest country with 28 awardees, and 4 out of 28 is from Unesa. And to align with today's theme, we also try to share with you some TSGs on technology. So in ICME 15, there are 2 TSGs on technology. The first one is the role and the use of technology in the teaching and learning of mathematics at primary and lower secondary level. And the last one is upper secondary and tertiary level. So it's only divided by the levels. And maybe we can go directly to the submitted titles. So the titles of the papers were related to the game-based learning, and some of them related to the curriculum, digitally instantiated curriculums. Some others are related to the game that they create by themselves, like AppCombi, Thinkerplots, an online escape game. And some others are related to virtual reality and smart pen. This is for the lower levels, lower and secondary level. And the second one is for the upper secondary. There are more speakers here, and the technology are more varied as well. Virtual reality is here as well. There's a GeoGebra video technology, and maybe the most famous currently is GPT-4, ChatGPT. And another one with digital technology, blended learning, teaching, the development of teaching materials. And another one, last one is ClassPad. So those are the papers related to technology in ICME that maybe that might inspire you if you want to have another research in this topic. And maybe it's a bonus that in the ICME, we have an opportunity to be part of math education community and meet some mathematics education expert that maybe we know through our books or articles. We see Edward A. Silver, like expert in creative thinking and problem posing. We have Kim Beckswick for PCK and beliefs in maths, and Kay Stacy for problem solving. Benjamin Freud for his problem solving, problem posing, Idoga in statistic education, and many others experts. So thank you very much. I think that's all because we run out of time. Sorry if we might not share quite efficiently, but hopefully it will give you kind of information related to our experience in attending conference and also utilizing technology for our papers. Thank
Thank you
you.
very much for Bu Namira and Bu Anis that have ignited us in new side. So in this checkbook, there are some questions, maybe directly from Pak Fuad. Maybe I will read for you. Read first, and then you can think, and then you can ask, you can answer. Okay, doctor. Nah, actually you have stated as a doctor by Pak Fuad.
Not
Okay,
yet,
and
Pak.
Dr. Namira Fatmanisa and Dr. Anis Farida Jamil. My name is Yusuf as a lecturer of Unesa. Considering the seminar's theme today, given your presentations is so interesting in using PostViewer, however, I cannot find any relation between your presentation with namely any teaching and learning of mathematics topic for students or undergraduate student. Could you give any illustrations which is out of literature's review, a systematic review from which any technology is utilizing in mathematics learning by secondary students as well as elementary students? More about the ICME, are there any discussions that refers to the number of researchers subjects have to be involved in any qualitative research, and how important the philosophy of mathematics education's concept of STEM or STEMs have to be developed in mathematics education researches. Thank you very much. So, Bu Anis or Bu Namira,
Thank
you
you,
can
Pak
go.
Fuad. Let me read again first. It's a quite long question. Bu Anis maybe want to try first.
Okay, maybe for the first question about considering the seminar's theme today, even your presentation is so interesting in using PostViewer. However, I cannot find any relationship between the presentation with any teaching and learning of mathematics topic for student or undergraduate students. Okay, maybe for the first impression of Pak Fuad, Pak Yusuf Fuad, that for the relationship between teaching and learning and our SLR, maybe I agree with you. It's not related to teaching and learning and mathematics topic, but in this section we will show the use of technology when we studied in Unesa, and how I'm as a student in Unesa, how I get the gap of our research, and how I get the trend topic in especially in my topic is metacognitive regulation, that using SLR and the tool is RStudio, BiblioShiny, I can get the information that the research of metacognitive regulation is shifted from the individual context research to the social context research. So maybe in not show directly the relationship between PostView, SLR and PostView and BiblioShiny related to the teaching and learning, but it's about me as a student use the technology to improve our research, like that for the first question. Maybe any additional explanation from Bu Namira?
True. So I think I agree with Bu Anis. So we try to share the technology that we have tried while creating SLR, and the topics that we you do in the SLR is very specific in a way that it's not related, and unfortunately it's not directly related to teaching and learning. For example, for me, it's an SLR about collaborative problem solving, and I have 3 questions that I set to help me to know the gap in CPS related to my dissertation. And my dissertation, unfortunately, it's not directly related to teaching and learning, but more into a problem solving. Maybe that's why there's no explicit relation that we share in our presentation. But for the next question, out of the SLR, could you give any illustration which is from which any technology is utilizing in mathematics learning by secondary students as well as elementary students? For the elementary, maybe getting inspired from the ICME as well presentation, there are lots of technology being utilized. For example, from one of the sessions that I joined, there's a kind of, so they create a game, a cardboard. It's a game, but from cardboard, but it can be linked into the smartphone application. It's for elementary school students. And for the secondary, usually they utilize augmented reality related to the 3-dimensional shapes to learn cone, a cube, something like that. Also for the upper secondary, they try to some of the authors present about the use of GeoGebra as well, and Desmos for visualizing the graphs for the functions, something like that, Pak Fuad. It's out of the our SL area.
Yeah. Thank you, Bu Namira and Bu Anis. Any touch for this one, Pak Fuad?
Oh, the last question.
Last questions?
About the ICME, are there any discussion that refers to the number of researcher subjects have to be involved in any qualitative research, and how important the philosophy of mathematics education concept of STEAM? If I'm not mistaken, there are some TSGs on STEAM, ya, Bu Anis, ya? I think there are some.
Yeah.
Mhm. On STEAM,
But
Mhm.
about the number of researcher subject have to be involved in any qualitative research regarding HME 15, while there may not be explicit discussion about what the exact number of research subject required in qualitative studies, but the consensus in qualitative research generally emphasize depth over the quantity. The emphasis is typically on research data saturation, where no new theme or insight are emerging from the additional participants. So it's more about the richness and complexity of data rather than the specific number. I think the number participant, it's not mentioned in regarding the HME 15.
I think this information will. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Continue, Bu
You
Anis.
can continue.
Yeah.
You can continue first about
Okay. I just remember one of the plenary session by Jill Adler. I think this session in HME will interest slightly related to this question because it's related to qualitative research, but it's more like not number of researcher, but from where the researchers come from. So there is a presentation by Jill Adrell that there are many qualitative research in mathematics education come from the north part of the world, like from Europe, from America, but not from the south part of the world, like from Asia and Africa. So Jill Adler at that time shared that it's important for those who were for mathematics education community to try to balance between the two parts of the world in related to qualitative studies. I don't know, maybe it's related to your question, Pak Fuad.
Okay, thank you very much, Bu Namira and Bu Anis, because the time is up.
Yeah.
Actually, thank you very much for Pak Fuad that your question has equipped the presentation material. Thank you for questions. Okay, once more, thank you for Bu Namira and Bu Anis. That's a good presentations and good explanations. And for us, we can get much insight. Actually, maybe later we can try to get funding for the ICMI. Maybe we can learn much from you. Thank you very much. So the next, maybe we will give you, Bu Namira and Bu Anis, a certificate. Maybe here, Prof. Tatak will state something. Okay, Pak Kiki, please share the certificate.
Okay, thank you very much, and congratulations to Dr. Namira Fatmanisa.
Belum,
You have
Prof.
a doctorate
Amin, amin,
today.
amin.
Amin.
Because Bu Namira and Bu Anis, right? Because Pak Fuad give you
Ya, dokter.
yeah, doctor. Thank you for Pak Fuad and also some of audience. There is Professor Didi, yeah, from UNES and others, Pak Sudi Prayitno and others. Thank you very much join in this session in this program. Right. Congratulations to Dr. Bu Namira Fatmanisa and Bu Anis Farida.
Okay.
Thank you, Prof.
Thank you, Prof. Tatak.
Thank you,
And
Prof. Tata.
yeah, once
Okay.
more,
Thank
Prof.
you.
Tatak. Yeah, maybe please.
Congratulations for
Yeah.
Bu Anis Farida. Thank you very much. And I think you give insight, inspiration for others student here, and not only in 2021 level, yeah, right? But in others angkatan. We hope, for example, others angkatan, for example, Pak Hajar and others, you can go to seminar. I mean, mathematics education seminar, and that is will give you experience and also relationship with others expert in others country. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you, Prof. Tatak. Once more, Prof. Tatak, maybe you can say something for the appreciations for the student who have conduct international seminar abroad.
Okay, thank you, Pak Efu. There is some others doctoral candidate. First, Pak Kiki Hendra and also Bu Reni Dwi Susanti, Pak Ovan, Bu Andi Mariani Ramlan, Bu Namira Fatmanisa. It is not Bu Namira not only in ISMI but in others conference, I think, in Bangkok and Pak Lukman Jafar, right? In Hong Kong, Pak Buadin, Hong Kong, Bu Arif Hidayatullah, Kusna from go to Hong Kong and also Bangkok. Bu Anis Farida, and others, Pak Audianto, Bu Gemi Susanti, Bu Mayang Dintari, ini Bu Firda Haryanti, Bu Lutfiana Tarida, Bu Umi Hanifa, Bu Pak Ruslimin, Bu Reski Ramadona, Bu Reni Wahyudi, Bu Sri Irawati, Pak Efuansa, right? Bu Siti Supriyastiningsih. In 2023 and 24, they all present the article in others country in approach country. For example, in Singapore, Hong Kong, Japan, Thailand, and others country. Thank you very much for your effort to go to abroad. And I think it's a honorable activity because you have presenting your article a part of your dissertation. So this become give a good atmosphere to others student, and also give like Unesa become into Unesa introduced in others country, I think. Thank you very much for that. This is one example of the certificate, and all of presenter. I think I will my dean, Dekan FMIPA Unesa, will send his certificate. Thank you very much, and also for audience here. Thank you very much for join and accompanying in this seminar. Thank you very much. And there is many alumni, I think, and others outside of Unesa. Thank you very much. Okay, time I will give to Pak Efu to close this session. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you very much for Tatak. You have given certificate for us and then given appreciation for us. Thank you very much. Okay, Bapak Ibu, don't forget to fill the link in the chat box for the e-certificate. Maybe we can get a certificate on. Okay, this is the end of these sections. Thank you very much for joining this seminar. Forgive us for the extended time. Actually, this is hard for us to maintain this time. Maybe for next sections, next seminar, we can learn much from this seminar. Thank you very much for joining these sections. So we can meet to another seminar for another topic also. Once more, thank you very much, Prof. Tatak. Thank you very much, Bapak Ibu. And then see you. Thank you.
Okay. Terima kasih.
Terima kasih.
Terima kasih.
Thank you.
Ya, terima kasih Bapak Ibu.
Thank you Pak Fuad.
Terima kasih semua.
Thank you semua.
Semuanya terima kasih. Ya. Ini ada yang ini Bapak Ibu yang lain ada yang
Ya, ini lain.
Oh, ada Bu Ati, terima kasih Bu Ati, Bu Nur Hardiani,
Thank you all lecturer
Pak
has
Sandra,
have joined.
Ya,
Thank
Pak
you.
Hairudin.
Terima kasih Pak Tatak.
Ya, terima kasih
You
Pak Edi.
dan
Terima kasih Prof. Tatak.
kasih, Prof.
Bu
Bu
Anies,
Anis, Pak
Bu
Kiki,
Sri Subarita, bagaimana kabarnya nih Pak
Bu
Sudi
Namira,
Mataram?
makasih.
Ah,
Makasih
ya.
Baik, baik,
banyak.
Prof. Makasih,
Thank you
Prof.
semua. Thank you Namira.
Oke, terima kasih. Ya, ya. Terus apa ini? Bu Veda, Usni. Tahu itu yang.
Pak Agustan, terima kasih. Terima kasih, Buning. Pak Evu, makasih.
Terima
kasih Pak Evu.
Terima kasih.
Terima
Buning,
kasih,
makasih
Mr.
Buning.
Ebu.
Ya, Bu Ning itu. Terima kasih Bu Ning, Wayo. Bu Ning.
Ya, pertama itu SLR.
Terima kasih banyak.
Prof ini.
Ya. Oke, thank you all. See you.
Terima kasih, Pak Ebu.